Can you introduce yourself and share a little bit of your story?
Yes, I am Ajai Myles. I am a senior psychology major at Columbus State University. I am 21 years old, and I am also a philanthropist and entrepreneur.
So, what inspired you to start your traveling and awareness journey?
Well, growing up in my childhood, my parents made it a very intricate point to travel, show empathy, and really understand that people around the world live differently, think differently. So when I came into the know that I was neurodivergent, I wanted to be very intentional with the work that I do. So I wanted to make it full circle in that way as well.
What has the tour across different cities taught you about how people actually understand autism?
There's definitely a difference contingent upon the region. I feel like a lot of the more popular cities, since they have access to the research and the innovation, they're naturally going to have a lot of more hands-on opportunities, whereas the underserved, they're may not being able to fully develop, get the resources they're needed. If I'm not mistaken, there's like one clinic in the southeastern region. And, so they're having to catch up and travel and do things that I'm doing in research and awareness.
Have you noticed differences in how communities respond to autism?
Absolutely. To piggyback on the answer before, while I do acknowledge the fact that a lot of innovative or cities has more funding and more access to research, I do feel like their approach is a little bit negative. They're focused on like maybe a cure for autism instead of finding a way to create an agreeable world for them, a world where they can thrive. And underserved communities, I feel like they focus on those more. And if they had the platform, it would be a lot more actionable.
What are some common misconceptions about autism you want people to unlearn?
That autism has one look, one band, one sound. And then offensively, a lot of people think that autism is Down syndrome. It is not that. It is called autism spectrum disorder for a reason. There is not one look. We are so different. We are so creative and so innovative. And I feel like a lot of people mistaken boundaries and difference as either disrespect or weird. A lot of people don't want to get to know what they don't understand. And that's universal, not just with autism.
That was a damn good answer. I'm just saying. Sorry. What's something people often get wrong when interacting with someone who is autistic?
That you don't have to communicate thoroughly. To understand that we perceive things differently is to understand that you have to go the extra mile. You have to be one to be open-minded, empathetic, and just willing to be along the ride. And if not, at least share or forward resources in order, but don't give up on them, because everybody deserves to be treated fairly, everybody deserves to be loved, and everybody deserves to have someone that they can count on. I feel like a lot of people let go so easily, and it's not a struggle. If they could choose that, I'm sure things would be differently, but just don't give up on them.
What are some challenges you faced and how did you learn to navigate them?
If I'm being quite honest, I'm still going through the navigation. That is the point of the tour. I'm actively learning. I'm actively going back to the drawing board. I'm actively doing the research. So I want you guys to go along with that journey.
So what does a day-to-day life look like for you?
Extremely busy. I feel like I thrive under pressure. A lot of what I do is made like with a 24-hour deadline, pushing things out back to back to back with flyers. I love the fast life. And I'll pretend like, oh yeah, I've been had this in mind, and it was just made yesterday. So I kind of like the innovative. I do overthink. I overanalyze. Everything is a logical black and white. This happened because this happened, and X plus Y equals B. So that's the day in the life.
Okay. What are some strengths that you feel like being autistic has given you that people wouldn't expect?
It has given me something that money can't buy, and that's creativity, innovation. A lot of things that, not to toot my own horn, but beep beep, a lot of things that I've tried to do have never been seen before. And I feel like I have a theory. A lot of artists are neurodivergent. A lot of those things just can't be done in a time like no other. So yeah, I feel like with the creativity, the arts and crafts, music, it's beautiful. It's in you. It's embedded in you, for sure.
If you could have a conversation with your younger self, what would you say to you?
Believe and invest in yourself now. The sooner, the better. I'm not a regretful person, but I know, knowing what I know now, if I would have acted on it sooner, This could have been much more impactful. I could be a lot more broader, but that's what this is for.
Last question. Just to bring it back full circle, what message do you want people to take away from hearing your story?
Act and empathize, because I want a world, like I said, I want a more agreeable world for autism spectrum disorder, and I want you all to understand where we're coming from. If it was an easy road, we wouldn't have these many stigmas. We wouldn't have the actionable research. We wouldn't be putting ourselves in harm's way to get you guys to understand us if we didn't need that. So just understand us and act on that.
Thank you. That's it.
Thank you. Did you like that? Okay. Did you like it? Did you like it? Did we like it?
Press
Don't blow
stop.
smoke up my ass.